Good evening, friends, followers, channel members. How are we all? Back from a few days hiatus away, and boy, it's warmed up here in the UK. I don't know what the rest of the Europe's like. I think we're all in the middle of a mass heat wave, aren't we? I left the house a few days ago. The garden was green once again. I've come back and it's now dead. So, hey ho. Bring on the hosepipe ban. I'm just watching here. The sun is slowly setting in Munich, as you can see. Look at the shadow line here on the aircraft, just rising up very slowly. And of course, we've got the moon as well in the distance. We're in Munich, and I think there's a bit of an event on. Munich's always busy on a Wednesday. I thought, why not? I really fancied jumping straight back in after a few days away with some ATC. Who knows, we may end up with ATC all the way. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? So I hope you've all had a great few days. Haven't missed us too much, but really glad to be back. Welcome on board, everybody who's coming on board. So yeah, too many to mention. Apologies. Let me just zip through. Welcome on board to Pack Andrew, Brada, Jez, Marvin, Chill Out Flight Channel as well. Danny Rubble, hello. I can definitely recommend Macro Simulations Manchester Airport. Fantastic series. Aviator Little 25 Dasno, Eddie Stone, nice to see me in the Fly-by-Wire. Yeah, I do love the Fly-by-Wire, don't get me wrong. The Phoenix is absolutely amazing, and will perhaps always be the A320 of choice, but we've still got a lot of love for the Fly-by-Wire. Eric Nielsen, hello to you. And Danny says it's 27 degrees here in Rotterdam, so yeah, somewhat warm. It's been perhaps even a touch warmer than that here today. I left the coast at about 9 AM this morning, and it was about 23 then. By the time I got back inland, it was pushing 27, 28, so warm all around, absolutely. Peter Porter, good evening to you. Apologies if I missed anyone. Right, Operational Flight Plan is in the chat if you are watching on YouTube. Hello to our Twitch viewers as well. Let's get on board and get the flight started. We're off to Manchester, my home airport. Well, actually, no, Doncaster's my home airport, but in terms of large international airports, then yeah, Manchester's the home one. Mind you, that might actually be my home one if Doncaster ends up closing, which is something else that we can debate for those of you local to the area. Let's hop in. So we're at Munich stand. Where are we? 173. Aircraft is in its turnaround state, and the amount of VATSIM traffic online at the moment is phenomenal, which is great, obviously. But we're going to have to take that into consideration when refueling. So, speaking of refueling, quick look at the operational flight plan. I've had a flick through this. There's no real reason why we can't get into Manchester. The weather in Manchester is absolutely beautiful. The weather all the way through our flight today is beautiful. Hardly any clouds in the sky. We actually might even fly over my my house, more or less, depending on how we get routed. We did this the other day when we left Belfast, didn't we? Which was quite nice. Oh, who's turned on the lights? that was quite neat. Did you see it? Hopefully that came across. Yeah, so here's the forecast. Look, winds light variable. There's absolutely no reason for concern getting into Manchester. Say just a little bit of extra holding time, perhaps due to the traffic, and even the SIGMET chart doesn't really have much for us to concern ourselves with either. So with regards to fuel, what we got? Ooh, maybe 6.5 tons, something like that. Let's call 6.6 tons, and I think that should be absolutely fine. Nick James, welcome to the First Officers Club. Nick, thank you so much. Our first member on the stream today. Big thank you to you, Nick, for joining. Ensure you get yourself on our Discord server as well. Get yourself into the members lounge. Right, so what did I say? We're going to take 6.6 tons of fuel. I'm going to quickly scribble this down. We'll get that sorted in a little bit. Oh, actually, I can start refueling now, can't I? See, pros and cons of the Fly-by-Wire and the Phoenix. I can get refueling underway now. I don't have to load that with the payload. So let's just go ahead. There we go. I will set that to real time, of course, as well. Lovely. Need to get the APU and the APU bleed on before we can get passengers sorted. But just checking over the overhead, we've got fuel pumps currently off, seatbelt signs are off, packs are off. Let's get that APU bleed started. So 1, 2, 3, and bing. There we go. runways 08 right and 08 left in use. That looks like quite a nice touchdown, whoever that might be. There we are. What airline's that? I can't tell from here. And Chill Out Flight Channel celebrating 6 months of membership as well. Chill Out, thank you so much for your contributions over the last 6 months. Really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Right, so with the APU firing up, let's just go ahead and see if we can grab the ATIS again. We can jump to the ATIS, select this as the active.
Automatic. Met report time 1820 Zulu. Expect vectors for independent parallel ILS approach runway 08 left and 08 right runways and use 08 left and 08 right. Transition level 60. Wind 060 degrees 5 knots variable between 030 and 100 degrees. Cav OK. Temperature 2.8 QNH 1022 trend. Nosig Moonkin information X-ray. Out.
Okay, let's come off that frequency then. So, QNH 1022 information X-ray. Let's go through, set that up, just give it another 30 seconds then we'll start boarding passengers. So refueling is underway, 1022 is set, that's all fine. Everything down here is where it should be. Flight doors currently open and we're squawking to 1000. Initial climb today I think is going to be flight level 70, but we'll check that out obviously with ATC and our SIDS when we do the pre-flight brief, so that's all good. Nice. Willie, was that Sun Express? I didn't recognise it, but that was quite nice to see it. This is the experimental version as well of the fly-by-wire for anyone checking. Carl says good luck getting out my slot is 33 minutes. Ouch. Well, do you know what? In that case, I'm going to request. I'm going to request that quite early doors. Normally I'd set up, but let's contact ground. Do you know which ground do we actually need? Is it ground? Is it ground 1 or ground 2 or ground 3? I actually have no idea. Do the charts tell us depending on which parking stand we're on? Let's see. No, there's nothing on there. No idea which one we're on. Shall we go with? Do you know, I have absolutely no idea. Let me have a look at the information provided on VPilot. Well, we've got clearance delivery to contact first, so 12175, so we'll go there first. So 121.725. There we go.
Conference November clear to Izmir via Rotax for echo departure, flight plan route climb by SID, flight level 70, scope 2325.
Express 15 November, correct, report ready.
Easy 59 X-ray Romeo, good evening, stand 173 type A320neo and requesting Alpha closest file to Manchester, information X-ray currently on board.
Easy 53 X-ray Romeo, Mitch delivery low. There's no flight plan received. Call me back when your company is flight on.
We'll go Easy 59 X-ray Romeo. Oh, that's annoying. Let me double check, see what's going on there.
Delta 1 for Mike, fully ready.
Delta 1 Papa Mike, startup approved for pushback. Contact 121.925. Cheers.
121.95. Progress on.
I probably filed the wrong call sign. Easy 59 X-ray Romeo. No, that's that.
The 45 Foxtrot, startup approved for pushback. 121.7. Ciao. 127.
Ah, I know why.
Eurowings 2201, we're ready.
Eurowings 2201.
I'm logged in as 53 X-ray Romeo. That's not going to work, is it? Let's try logging in the correct call sign. 59 X-ray Romeo. And we'll try again.
Eurowings 91 Charlie, we are also ready for startup. Eurowings 91 Charlie and Raum approved und April 1. Tschüss.
And ground Easy 59 X-ray Romeo, just confirm flight plans received for us.
Easy 59 X-ray Romeo FM, now we have received the flight plan. Information X-ray is current. You're cleared to Manchester. Input 3 Quebec, flight plan route. Climb via SIT flight level 70, squawk 2336.
Cleared runway 08 left, input 3 Quebec, initial climb, flight level 70, squawk 2336, Easy 59 X-ray Romeo.
Easy 59 X-ray Romeo, correct, report ready.
Wilco 59 X-ray Romeo. Lovely, right, let's just come off that, otherwise that's going to be chattering away in the background. Right, let's start getting the passengers on board then, if we've got bleed is working. There we go. Alright, passengers, let's start getting you boarded. That's the payload. So, if we download that, that's all done. We'll set that to real time, and away you go.
Cabin crew, we're all happy with how things are up here, so you can open the doors and start letting our passengers on board. Thank you. No problem.
First time on stream as well, using the new payload screen, so that's quite nice to see. And yeah, we've got terrain radar as well. We'll have to remember to turn that on. Okay, let's start going through the box and setting that up. So we just need to check IRS3 now green. That's fine. Oh, we've got a valid air cycle. Oh, we do it. It expires today. That was lucky. So everyone, tomorrow, if you're flying, remember to update your air cycle if you have that ability. Okay, so let's have a look at our flight plan. So the alternate today is to Luton, Echo Golf Golf Whiskey, flight plan Easy 59 X-ray Romeo, costing us flight level 340, it's going to be minus 49. Ground temperature is currently 24, Tropo 40730. And we'll grab our temperatures and wind, sorry, as well. Okay, and IRS in it, and just check, yep, that's all okay. Right, the flight plans. So we know we're now departing runway 08 left, and that's going to be input 3 Quebec. Insert, and discontinuity, and then at the other end, Manchester, we're expecting 23 right. On the Hotbed 1 Mike arrival. Is that one of the new ones? No Vias, we're not coming in via Mike Charlie Tango. Operational flight plan is 689. I've got 698. So close enough. That's all fine. Right here in Munich. Let's have a look at the charts. So, have we got any VORs here in Munich? Surely we have. Mike Uniform November, isn't there? Oh, it's not Mike Uniform November, it's Delta Mike November. Just hard code that one in. And for a little bit more SA Mike Alpha Hotel. That would be useful if we needed to get back in. Okay, in it be, so our zero fuel weight is 60.6. In fact, can we double check, cross-reference that over here? Yeah, 60.6. Do we have a zero fuel weight at CFG as well? Apparently we do. 24.06. 0.06, that can't be right, can it? 24.06, right, we'll round it up, 24.1. There we are. Trip wind is a tailwind of 6. It's not going to really make much difference to our flight time, is it? And then fuel planning 5.9, and we're going to be taking 6.6 tons. Fuel for the alternate, according to the OFP, is going to be, let's call that 1.6 tons. Try that again. There we go. Don't worry too much about this value being negative by 0.1. I've been a little over conservative with the fuel for the alternate, and but that's all fine. And a takeoff weight then of 67, bang on. Alright, good. That means our takeoff weight is below our max landing weight as well. Okay, onto the performance page. And we'll launch SimSmart. For anyone who uses SimSmart, an update has just been published. We're now on version 2.1.5 due to some daft METAR readings with someone in New Zealand. I can't remember where it was. But yeah, I don't know if you've ever read raw data for the METAR reportings, but sometimes the raw data includes a lot of forward slashes, and whenever they do that, it really throws out the METAR readings. So it was saying something like the temperatures were 60 degrees when actually it was meant to be the scattered clouds was 6,000 feet, so a little annoying, but that's now all been fixed. EDDM, Munich, runway 08 left. Grab that METAR. 22 degrees, QNH 1022, that's fine, wind 0605. Runway condition, it is dry, anti-ice shall be off. The takeoff weight is going to be 67, bang on. Chris Shaw tried to update it, but it took you to a 404 page. That's very strange. Try that again, Christopher, because I had no problems updating this. Did it literally before we started the stream. CFG is going to be forward, flex, and config 1. Packs will be off. Now look at the length of this runway, so I expect V1, VR, and V2 to be quite high and quite close together. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's go ahead and pop all that in. So we've got 153, 154, 154. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet. Thrust reduction and acceleration values. Let me just double check this. So SimSmart's got 2467. Let me check the charts and see if it's noise abatement 1 or 2. So Munich is noise abatement 2, so it should be 2467. Bang on. Rounded up, of course, 2470. So engine out acceleration is also the same. Flaps 168, isn't it? Nick says, SimSmart's amazing, but you want to contact the dev and volunteer to pretty up the user interface. Nick, the user interface of SimSmart looks identical to the ones that they have in the real world. So, you'd have to contact Airbus first and see if you can volunteer your services to make their real-life one, FlySmart, look prettier. And then SimSmart will replicate the new version from Airbus. So yeah, there is a reason it looks like it does. That's because it's the the real one does. You can actually Google it. Just bring up Google and type in FlySmart, and then click on images, and you'll see what it looks like. Right, that's all done. Did it say transition altitude was 6,000? Let me double check that, ATIS. Dun, 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 dun. No, transition level is 6,000. Transition altitude is 5,000. Okay. Now, engine out procedure. We haven't got the secondary flight plan here just yet in the fly-by-wire, so let's see what it is. Standard 3,000 feet left turn to Mike India Quebec NDB. Okay, so Mike India Quebec. We'll pop that there, so just we've got it, and then we'll also pop that into the fixes page as well. And it was the NDB, wasn't it, that top one? There we go. Let's have a look, see if we've got that now. Showing. Why is that not showing? MIQ. How far away is it? That's odd. It's a left turn, isn't it? Turn left to Mike India Quebec. Mike India Quebec. I'll tell you what. Let me pop in the inbound. So the inbound is 260. Let's try that. 260. The radial. Is that now showing somewhere on there? Oh, there it is. I just not zoomed out far enough. Oh, actually, that's quite interesting. That is pretty much on our departure routing. So. Yeah, is it near Delta Mike 065? Yeah, near Delta Mike 065, so that's actually quite handy, particularly as we don't have a secondary flight plan that we can utilise in this aircraft. Okay guys, let's do a departure brief then. So, first of all, the weather here in Munich is beautiful, nice and warm, great runway conditions, no clouds, light wind as well. Weather en route is fine, and the arrival weather is also expected to be fine. Aircraft type is A320neo. A couple of things in op. We have no working weather radar, we have no secondary flight plan. So a couple of major systems there. No times with regards to our departure today. Threats to be aware of, lots and lots of traffic. Okay, so lots of ATC calls, don't want to miss out on any of those, so whilst we are taxiing I'm listening to ATC, probably not too much narration from me on stream. So yeah, lots of traffic, a little bit of a threat. Terrain, however, there's not that much of that around. MSA is 4,000 feet, as we can see, so terrain's pretty straightforward. Not too familiar with this airport either, so that's a little strange. I've also had a few days off, so I might be rusty. Feel free to shout at me if you see anything a little bit untoward. Let's have a look how we're going to taxi. So we're stand 173, expect to push back facing north, and then go for the full length. That's interesting. Where's the chart? Ah, there we go. So in full length, I would expect then we'll either take. In fact, you know what? I'm going to rerun the SimSmart calculations. I reckon we'll get out an Alpha 4. That'd save a little bit of time, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's see if we can get out on Alpha 4, which will be... Let me see, 08 left, Alpha 4, so it's 2820. Let's try that. 2820. And recalculate. Yeah, okay, I'm going to update that in a second. Okay, we're going to tell the guys then, the ATC, that we can take Alpha 4 if at all possible. That'll save a little bit of time. And then we'll not be able to do a single engine taxi. Time's too short, even with all the traffic here. So we'll go for we'll start 2 engines, and then departure is a left-hand turn, noise abatement departure 1, initial climbs flight level 70. We've got that checked as well, and the first turn is after passing 1,900 feet, and transition altitude is 5,000, transition level 6,000. No speed restrictions other than the normal 250 knots. Up to Delta Mike 065. Also want to just double check we remain on tower frequency as well until told to contact launching radar by the tower. Standard Airbus emergency brief then. Our engine out procedure is standard, so we can pull heading, fly straight out once we're happy, past 3,000 feet, a left turn, enter hold at Mike India Quebec, and then decide what we're going to do. If that is the case, returning back here won't be a problem because our takeoff weight is below our maximum landing weight, and if we needed to, we get ourselves up to a nice safe altitude of 4,000 feet. Good, right, all done. How are we doing with the loading? I think we're all done. Passengers are all in their seats. Oh, is that a fully loaded aircraft tonight? That's interesting. Nice, can't remember the last time we did that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our Easyjet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Thank you.
Okay, a couple of things for me to check, and then we'll start running through the checklists and contact ground if it's going to take a while.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself, the first officer, and the cabin crew, may I welcome you on board this Easyjet aircraft for your flight today. The ground crew and the fueling crew have all finished, and we're just about finished with all our cockpit preparation up here. The cabin crew are making their final checks as they work through the cabin, so if you could please get yourselves sat down comfortably with your seatbelts securely fastened and give them their full attention as they begin their safety briefing. A big welcome on board today to our Easyjet Sim Pilot members, who of course are welcome to free complimentary drinks throughout the flight. Once we reach our cruising altitude, our cabin service will commence, and the cabin crew will be able to provide you with drinks, snacks and merchandise throughout the duration of the flight. Once again, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with Easyjet today. We'll have an update for you when we are airborne.
Okay, I'm not going to pre-plan the push until I've got where we're pushing back to, because we can either push back on the blue line, the yellow line, etc. at this airport, so need to know where it is we're going to go. Frequency is 121725, let's give them a shout. And Easy 59 X-Ray Romeo, stand 173 is ready for push and start.
Easy 59 X-Ray Romeo. Roger, you can expect startup at 1901 and I will call you.
We'll go expect 1901, Easy 59 X-Ray Romeo. Oh, wish I'd done that sooner. That's 6 minutes from now.
Am I expecting startup?
Turkish 49er, report your position.
Turkish 19 doesn't know where he is. Oh well, we can just enjoy the beautiful arrivals.
Gate 219.
Turkish 49, it seems you're disconnected or you're connected in observer mode or something, because I do not see you on the radar and I do not have you in my flight plan list, so maybe please try to reconnect. There must be the issue.
Let's see
Lufthansa 2 Alpha Zulu delivery.
how long it's going to take. 5 minutes or so.
Lufthansa 2 Alpha Zulu, starter approved for pushback 1217.
Status approved, pushback 1217.
AC, good evening to you. Christian, would it be funny if you responds with I'm at Munich?
For pushback 1217.
Copy 121.7 for pushback, THY49. Get it.
Bye.
THY. Isn't that just Turkish? Brad, which mod do I get Swiss support on the stairs? So there's a few free ones available from FlightSim.to. I forgot the name of the one I'm actually running at the moment. I think it might be Latin VFR's European one. Not expensive, but that one is payware. That's the only problem with VATSIM events, isn't it? The time spent hanging around. The time spent getting warmer and warmer in the office. Dark Fury, good evening from Doncaster. Now, Doncaster, Dark, I have to ask, when you said you're heading to Doncaster, did you mean in the sim, or are you actually there in real life, headed somewhere on your hollybobs? In which case, you really did need to communicate with me first, because you're my MOC. What if I break something? We're going to be stuffed. Never mind. Tell you something. I'll tell you what we can try and do. I cannot get my external McDo working now in the experimental version of with SimBridge. So if anyone knows how I need to go ahead and do that, then please do let me know. George says he's just spent a small fortune on air conditioning for that reason. So you've bought air conditioning, George, because you play Flight Simulator too much. Is that what? Forget global warming and the melting of the polar ice caps, etc. But you need air conditioning because you play Flight Sim so much. Alright, George, I'm with you.
Pushback 121.7 AD.
Startup approved, contact 1217 for pushback, Lufthansa 2 Lima Golf, danke, servus.
GD.
EZ59 X-ray Romeo delivery.
EZ59 X-ray Romeo.
EZ59 X-ray Romeo, squawk 2336.
Have we not got that squawking? Squawking 2336, EZ59 X-ray Romeo.
59 X-ray Romeo, many thanks. Startup is approved now for pushback. Contact apron 121775.
Startup approved, and for push contact apron 121775. EZ59 X-ray Romeo. Woohoo! Apron EZ59 X-ray Romeo, stand 173, ready for our push and start.
EZ59 X-ray Romeo, stand by.
We'll go EZ59 X-ray Romeo. Not the easiest call sign.
2096, did you copy?
Not the easiest call sign by far. Any call sign that's got X-ray in it.
Whiskey 1, and I missed the last portion of that for Walker 2096.
Walker 2096, stand 182 via Charlie 5, Whiskey 1.
Oh, Dark Fury, you're in Yorkshire Airlines.
Yeah, Whiskey 1. Walker
Hope you're drinking Yorkshire tea then.
Walker 2096, almost, stand 182, 182.
Roger, 180 for Walker 2096.
Gandhi, are you still running version 1 of SimSmart? So that'd be SimSmart version 1.0.0.
EZ59 X-ray Romeo, München Apron.
München Apron, EZ59 X-ray Romeo.
Easy59 X-ray Romeo, pushback approved, facing north, blue line.
Pushback approved, facing north on the blue. Easy59 X-ray Romeo. Right, now we'll pre-plan the push.
Munich grounds, good evening, KLM 1793 on taxiway November for November 2.
KLM 1793, Munich apron, good evening. Do you have the colored lines like the orange and blue line in your scenery?
Okay, before start, checklist to the line. Before cockpit prep is complete, signs are on and auto. Ideas 39 green, fuel quantity is 6600. Emergency set alternatives 1022. And we have 1,460 feet. Before start check, let's request our pushback.
KLM 1793, taxi descent 121 via
Before start
November 2,
checklist, windows and doors
Charlie
closed and
1,
armed.
Echo 1.
Beacon light is on. Phone is on. Silent.
121
Brake is set.
November 2, Charlie 1, Echo 1. KLM 1793.
New Variety on Twitch. Good evening to you. I'm very well, thank you.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Engine mode selected to ignition, starting engine 1. Well, the sun was shining when the stream started. This is great scenery as well. I've forgotten whose scenery this is. Christian, help me out, mate. Who's done Munich? I know you rave about this scenery as well. I think it's good, which it is. Dr. Magic, your son's stolen the PC. Oh, I hope he's playing something good on it. Danny, it could be Simwings.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That sounds
we now
right.
ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets,
And Christian's just
brace
confirmed it,
position
so
you
yeah,
must adopt
Simwings.
if you hear brace, brace.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
There
We've
are
just pushed
2
back at Munich.
emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin.
KLM 1793, you are now on Whiskey 1. You were supposed to go left on Echo 1,
Oh,
which
dear.
is not that much of a problem. Take Whiskey 1, next left Charlie 2, and then right on Echo 1, descend 121.
And released as shown. It must be
Okay, next left to Charlie 1 and then down to
Starting
Echo 1.
engine 2.
KLM 1793.
if the air supply
KLM 1793, almost is Charlie 2, and then Echo 1, descend 121.
the oxygen.
Wow.
Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in
Charlie 2, Echo 1, 1793.
pull on each side to adjust.
That was some turn.
Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head.
Lewis
Have the
Hamilton
tapes
would have been
around your
proud of
waist.
that.
Click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up,
Mission Aircon Servos Times plus 15 November, stand 163, request pushback.
we also carry flotation aids.
Express 15 November, München Apron, Servos, pushback approved, facing south, orange line.
Window blinds open.
Pushback approved, facing south, orange line, thanks, plus 15 November.
Pleasant flight with ease.
Dasno says everyone's got a window seat after that turn. Yeah, it did look a bit sporty. And engine 2 is now available. Do you know what I haven't done? All this gassing. All the time spent.
Hallo, Delta Triple Foxtrot, Sierra 6.
414243.
Delta 2 Romeo Foxtrot, München Apron, Servus, taxi to entry November 1 via Charlie 5, Whiskey 1, Orange Line, hold short of Charlie 4.
68.
One via Charlie 5, Whiskey 1, Orange Line and holding shots. Charlie 4, Delta 2 Romeo Foxtrot.
Apron, schönen guten Abend, Walker 378 November 2. Walker 378, München Apron, Servus, taxi descent 187 via Charlie 1, Whiskey 1, Orange Line. Charlie 1, Whiskey 1, Orange Line, 187, Walker 378.
And they have to start checks. Anti-ice is off. Ecom status is checked. Pitch trim is 24 forward. Rudder trim is 0. Do a flight control check while we're here. Full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full right, rudder, full left, and neutral. And Easy59 X-ray Romeo is ready for taxi, and we can take intersection Alpha 4.
Easy59 X-ray Romeo, wonderful taxi to entry November 1 via Whiskey 1 Blue Line.
Taxi to entry November 1 via the Whiskey 1 Blue, Easy59 X-ray Romeo.
Easy59 X-ray Romeo, correct, contact tower 118.7 inches.
118.7 the tower, thanks, Easy59 X-ray Romeo. Okay, let's do that now. Let's pop that in the standby. Right, we've got our taxi clearance, so we'll go ahead. Ding the cabin.
Delta 2 Romeo Foxtrot wants the Walker Boeing 737-900 currently facing you, coming down your way, has taxied into stand 187. You may swing over on the blue line and taxi to entry November 1 via Whiskey 1 Blue Line.
Continue on Whiskey 1 Blue Line to November 1 when the Boeing in front of me is on a stand at Romeo Foxtrot.
Okay, so no change to the performance, QNH 1022, flex. Engine out procedure standard, 3,000 feet left turn. Departure is input 3 Quebec, left turn when passing 1,800 feet.
München Apron, Servus.
And our initial climb, 7,000. And tower Easy59 X-ray Romeo on frequency.
Easy59 X-ray Romeo, München Tower, good evening. Delta Foxtrot Romeo Echo, wind 050 degrees 5 knots, runway 0 left, clear to land.
Runway 08 left, clear to land, Delta Foxtrot Romeo Echo.
That is a lot of traffic.
München Tower, guten Abend, Lufthansa to Papa Whiskey, clear for ILS.
So before takeoff checklist, flight controls checked, departure briefing is confirmed, flap setting config 1, FMA takeoff data, 141 blue, 143 magenta, climb now blue, 152, 7,000 blue, flex 68, transfer set, eco memo, takeoff, no blue, and EFB.
Scandinavian 49er, contact apron 121 decimal 7.
121 decimal 7, 19 bye-bye.
Aviator, you've been holding short for 10 minutes at 08 left. That doesn't fill me with confidence.
Easy59 X-ray Romeo, behind crossing Lufthansa Airbus 320 from right to left, taxi to running point runway 08 left, Alpha 4.
After the passing, Lufthansa from right to left, cross and hold Alpha 4 for runway 08 left.
München Tower, low, Delta 2 Romeo Foxtrot, holding shot November 1.
Delta 2 Romeo Foxtrot, München Tower, good evening. Lufthansa 2 Papa Whiskey, wind 050 degrees 5 knots, runway 08 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 08 left.
Tower, hello, Lufthansa 9er 116 ILS, 8 left, 7 miles.
Lufthansa 9er 116 München to hello. Lufthansa 7 Bravo, contact date 7
Block, but I think you said 121.7 for Lufthansa 7 Bravo.
Lufthansa 7 Bravo, affirm.
Alright, thank you, bye bye.
Delta Foxtrot Romeo Echo Echo, taxi to entry November 2 via Alpha 9er November. Taxiing to entry November 2 via Alpha 9er November.
So there's the Cat 1 holding.
Romeo Echo
Obviously, we could stop there tonight. Ooh, we've even got the wigwams.
Miss Tower, guten Abend, Lufthansa 485 at entry November 3. Lufthansa 485, München Tower, good evening, taxi to Munich. Sorry, give way to the TBM 900, crossing in front of you to November, behind, taxi to rolling point runway 08 left via November Alpha 2.
Oh, I've now got to strain my neck to look behind to see what's happening.
485 behind the crossing TBM to rolling
Even
point
that's
runway
not
08
worked.
left via November Alpha 2.
So, see if we can stick our head out of the window, see how busy it is.
9er 116, wind 050 degrees 5 knots, runway 08 left, clear to land.
Love the reflections on the wing.
9er 116.
Easy 411 behind the next landing, Lufthansa Airbus 340, line up runway 08 left behind.
Airbus 340, looking forward to that.
After the A340 landing, line up and wait for Easy 411.
Now, just
Lufthansa
looking
2
there,
Papa Whiskey, taxi to entry November 4 via Alpha 5.
he's covered in 08 left. Do you reckon both of these are 08 right? In which case, we could have a window coming up.
Delta 2 Romeo Foxtrot, taxi to rolling point runway 08 left intersection Alpha
Chris,
4
no,
via
we're not
Alpha 4.
Alpine, we are
Holding point 08
British
left via
Easyjet tonight.
Alpha 4, Delta 2 Romeo Foxtrot.
Ben Thomas, hello to you.
Delta Foxtrot Romeo Echo Echo, I think I took a wrong turn. Delta Foxtrot Romeo Echo Echo, that's affirmative, continue taxi via November, turn left onto Alpha 8 and Mike hold short of Alpha 5. Continuing to Alpha 8, Mike and will hold short of Alpha 5, Delta Foxtrot Romeo Echo Echo.
Captain Nathan, you can't get radio ATC on Xbox, I'm afraid.
Lufthansa 2 Papa Whiskey, contact apron 121, decimal 7.
121, decimal 7. Vielen Dank, schönen Abend noch.
Ah, clearly no model matching for whatever aircraft that was. Right, so the Easyjet's about to get out. He should be lining up any second now. That aircraft's landed. I've got aircraft behind me flashing.
Easy 411, line up runway 08 left.
Come on, Easy 411.
left, Easy 411.
No, he said line up.
Easy 411 negative, line up runway 08.
He didn't say clear for takeoff.
08 left, apologize for Easy 411.
Delta Foxtrot Romeo Echo Echo, hold position. Holding position. Delta Foxtrot Romeo Echo Echo, seems you took the turn, so continue taxi via Mike and hold short of Alpha 6. Via Mike and will hold short of Alpha 6, sorry, Delta Foxtrot Romeo Echo Echo. Easy 411, wind 050 degrees 5 knots, runway 08 left, clear to take off.
Clear to take off, 08 left.
Can I squeeze another one out then between
Lufthansa 9er 116, taxi to entry November 4 via Alpha 8 November.
between this one and
Via Alpha
the
8
next
November,
arrival?
4.
Willie, hey mate,
Lufthansa
how you
9er
doing? Danny, performance seems to be good.
German Cargo 5, Lufthansa Cargo 538, behind next departing Easyjet Airbus 320, line up
Yeah,
on
he's
the
going to get
08
him
left
out. Excellent.
behind departing Easyjet, line up and right on the right left and
Looks like we've got another arrival turning on. Look at the reflection of the landing lights on the wing here from our company aircraft. We're just going to sit here and spot the aircraft really for the next 20 minutes. Goodbye, Mr. Easyjet. Give him a wave. Yeah, Danny, performance is actually really, really good, which is lovely to see. I'm really glad that I took all that extra fuel. Christian says, happens often enough in real life that pilot gets mad. They repeat it. And 2 minutes later they start the takeoff from.
Auf November 1.
Block. Lufthansa to Lima Charlie, München Tower, good evening. November India Tango Sierra, München Tower, good evening. Taxi to holding point runway 08 left via November Alpha 3.
He's got to depart, he's got to arrive. Will they squeeze him out between these two? We'll wait and see. It's hard to get a perspective from this angle, how far away they are. Antrag, good evening to you, sir. Hope you're well.
Delta Foxtrot Romeo Echo Echo, turn left onto Alpha 6, then right on November to entry November 2.
Left Alpha 6, right November, entry November 2. Delta Foxtrot Romeo Echo Echo.
German Lufthansa Cargo 538, wind 050 degrees 5 knots, runway 0 left, clear for takeoff.
Advisor right left, clear for takeoff, Lufthansa Cargo 538.
Easy 411, contact München radar 123, decimal 9.
Radar 123, decimal 9, have a good night.
Let's use that piece of information.
Lufthansa 90116, contact airplane 121, decimal 7.
1217, 90116, ciao.
Oh, it's almost as busy as the real airport, isn't it, this? So it was about now, you need a wee.
Lima Charlie, wind 050 degrees 5 knots, runway 0 left, clear to land.
Runway 0 left, clear to land, Lufthansa to Lima Charlie.
That looks like quite a few aircraft coming in here. I reckon it's going to be
Cargo 538, contact München radar 123, decimal 9.
1, 2, departure, and then maybe this guy here, who almost looks like he's shot through the localizer, but again, difficult to comment from down on the ground here. No one had anything important they had to do, right?
017, 4 back, ILS 08 right.
Gulf Air 017, contact tower 120.5.
120.5, Gulf Air 017. Delta Foxtrot Romeo Echo Echo, now holding short November 2.
Delta Foxtrot Romeo Echo Echo, contact apron 121.775.
It's quite hypnotising, isn't it? Listening to the
121.775. Thank you and sorry. Delta Foxtrot Romeo Echo Echo.
Seeing the dance of the lights in front.
Have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye.
Angus says the engine sound is so realistic on the cabin. It is. To be fair, all of the sounds, FlyByWire have done an amazing job on all of them. Is it just me, or what's this? I mean, there's late landing clearance, and then there's, I mean, what is that?
Lufthansa 6 Lima Golf, München Tower.
Oh, he must be crossing traffic, or he's just gone out of sequence, because he's most certainly not coming into land. Yeah, approach cancelled, Christian. Definitely. Danny, UFO confirmed.
Lufthansa 6 Lima Golf, here in this.
So much traffic coming in tonight. Chris Scott says, you guess this is evening rush hour. Well,
München Tower, schönen guten Abend. Lufthansa 4 Delta Charlie, November 3.
They need another 2 runways.
Lufthansa 4 Delta Charlie, München Tower, good evening. Lufthansa 2 Lima Charlie, taxi to entry November 4 via Alpha 5.
Entry November 4 via Alpha 5, Lufthansa 2 Lima Charlie.
Lufthansa 6 Lima Golf, München Tower.
Nope, that's not us. fly from Munich, I thought. It'd be a great little flight, I thought. Chris, they do have great ATC, and I'm yet to come across really bad ATC on VATSIM. Maybe a couple of times some of the controllers were just a bit... could have done things perhaps more efficiently, but on the whole, you know, for what it is, they do a great job. Mikael, I wanted ATC. I did want ATC. I thought let's try and get as much ATC as possible. Unfortunately, with ATC usually comes other aircraft. My bad. Right, who's that? Lufthansa's come in. Traffic seems to be clearing now. So don't think you could squeeze out this guy before this guy comes in, but I'm looking at this. I'm reckoning he's going to get this guy out and then me out after this landing, because I can't see anything behind him.
Lufthansa 4 Kilo Yankee, München Tower.
At least that's what I hope. JJ, when am I refueling? No. We took plenty of fuel. What have we got in the tanks still? We've got 6-4. And we need 5-9.
Munich Tower, very good evening to Kansas 4 Kilo Yankee with you on final.
Clock. Lufthansa 4 Kilo Yankee, wind 050 degrees 5 knots, runway 08 left, clear to land.
08 left, clear to land, Lufthansa 4 Kilo Yankee. Lufthansa 6 Lima Golf vacated, runway 08 left on Alpha 5.
Lufthansa 2 Lima Charlie, contact apron 121.7.
Apron 121.7, Lufthansa 2 Lima Charlie 2.
Lufthansa 6 Lima Golf, taxi to entry November 4 via Alpha 5.
Go on. Oh, there's another aircraft coming in, I can see it there. Right, come on, you can get him lined up.
6 Lima Golf, entry November 4 via Alpha 5.
Get him lined up.
Entry number, can you repeat that?
Plenty of time, but he needs to be ready to go.
Lufthansa 6 Lima Golf, entry November 4 via Alpha 5.
Entry November 4 via Alpha 5, sorry.
Do.
Lufthansa 4 Delta Charlie, München Tower.
Nose down, nose down, nose down.
Lufthansa 4 Delta Charlie, advise able intersection departure.
Advise able Alpha 6 Lufthansa 4 Delta Charlie.
Lufthansa 4 Delta Charlie ist ja wunderbar. Taxi to holding point runway 08 left.
Wunderbar.
Via November intersection Alpha 6.
Right, here he goes. Where next?
Via November intersection Alpha 6 Lufthansa 4 Delta Charlie.
Lufthansa 6 Lima Golf, contact apron 121.7.
Think he can squeeze it out before?
Can you repeat that for Lufthansa, please?
Lufthansa 6 Lima Golf, contact apron 121.7.
Contact 121.7 Lufthansa 6 Lima Golf.
Let's be ready just in case.
Lufthansa 2 Alpha Zulu behind
hallo nochmal, ihr seid vor.
Terror, Airbus 320, currently lining up 08 left, line up runway 08 left behind.
That wasn't for us, was it? Was that last instruction for Easy 59 X-ray Romeo?
Easy 59 X-ray Romeo negative. Lufthansa 2 Alpha Zulu, München Tower.
Lufthansa 2 Alpha Zulu, confirm.
Lufthansa 2 Alpha Zulu, affirm. Line up runway 08 left behind, next departing Airbus 320.
There's another aircraft there. Didn't see that.
Line up runway 08 left and wait. Lufthansa 2 Alpha Zulu.
Ah, there he is.
Easy 59 X-ray Romeo for information number 3 for takeoff.
Roger, thank you. Easy 59 X-ray Romeo.
Lufthansa 4 Kilo Yankee, taxi to entry November 4 via Alpha 10 November.
Oh, the queue.
Taxi via November 4, and can you repeat please?
Lufthansa 4 Kilo Yankee, taxi via Alpha 10 November to entry November 4.
Alpha 10 to November 4, Lufthansa 4 Kilo Yankee.
Do we reckon 08 right is just as busy?
Lufthansa 2 Alpha Zulu, line up runway 08 left.
Line up 08 left, Lufthansa 2 Alpha Zulu.
München Tower, schönen guten Abend, Lufthansa 9 Lima Tango ILS, approach from 08 left.
Lufthansa 5 Lima Tango, München Tower, good evening.
Tower Skyways 889, height low nochmal, November 1, we are able Alpha 4.
That Lufthansa aircraft looks beautiful, doesn't it? Great model. Alright, I'm seeing lots of traffic on the approach. We're number 3. Guys, you're in charge. I'm going to have to pay a visit to the little boys' room. I'll be back in a moment. Oh, if he calls me, then someone on frequency, apologise for me. Back in a sec.
Skyways 889.
Skyways 889, München Tower, low standby. Lufthansa 2 Alpha Zulu, wind 050 degrees 5 knots, runway 08 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 08 left, Lufthansa 2 Alpha Zulu.
Skyways 889, München Tower, hello again, taxi to holding point, runway 08 left via November Alpha 3.
November Alpha 3, by the way, we are able Alpha 4 as well.
Skyways 889, roger, re-cleared via Alpha 4, intersection Alpha 4.
We're cleared intersection Alpha 4, Skyways 889.
Lufthansa 5 Lima Tango, München Tower.
München Tower, go ahead.
Lufthansa 5 Lima Tango, 1 departure ahead.
1 departure ahead, put down.
München Tower, hallo nochmal, Edelweiss vor.
Edelweiss vor, München Tower, hello.
Edelweiss for information Yankee, VFR Freising to Klinikum rechts der ISA, request to leave southbound along the river climbing 2000.
Edelweiss 4, active runway 08 left, 08 right, QH1023.
Okay, well I'm pretty certain that never has to happen in the real world.
The control zone holds north beam threshold.
I think it is a Lufthansa A350, yes.
Tower Moin, Lufthansa 9 Victor Bravo, established 08 left.
Christian, you'll get to watch the departure. If nothing else.
Tango, wind 050 degrees 5 knots.
You're going to bed earlier and earlier, Christian.
08 left, clear land, Lufthansa 5 Lima Tango.
Edelweiss 4, QNH 1023, holding north of the approach sector.
Why is there nothing coming on 08, coming in on 08 right? That looks like 1, 2, 3.
4, hold short north of
Four.
threshold.
That looks like 4 aircraft on fire.
Proceeding via midfield, holding north of the threshold. Edelweiss 4, danke.
Lufthansa 4 QN.
Hey Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Christian, you start work very early when it's hot because you don't want to work in the hot midday hours. That sounds
Yankee, contact apron 121.
very sensible.
Lufthansa 4 Kilo Yankee, contact apron 121, decimal 7.
Those two aircraft look very close. Might just be me, but they do look very close.
Lufthansa 2 Alpha Zulu, contact radar 123, decimal 9.
Radar 1239, thank you, goodbye.
Christopher, what a question. I do have a bottle here.
Lufthansa 459, final 08 left. Lufthansa 459, München Tower low. Lufthansa 9 Victor Bravo, wind 050 degrees 5 knots, runway 08 left, clear to land.
Runway 08 left, clear to land, Lufthansa 9 Victor Bravo.
Lufthansa 5 Lima Tango, runway vacated.
Lufthansa 5 Lima Tango, taxi to entry November 4 via Alpha 8 November.
Alpha 8 in November to entry November 4, Lufthansa 5 Lima Tango.
Tower, good day, this is Easyjet, Eurings A483 on a 10 mile final.
Danny, you've bought Munich, you've bought Manchester, you've downloaded it, you've set it all up. I'm still not airborne. Yes, but are you on VATSIM? Oh, go around, always good fun to see. Now.
München Tower, hello again. Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu, entry November 3, able Alpha 4.
There he is.
First Eurowings 8483, München Tower, good evening.
Good evening, Eurings A483 on a 10 mile final, 7 mile final for Army 08 left.
Roger, Lufthansa 9 Papa Zulu, taxi to holding point runway 08 left via November Alpha 3. November Alpha 3, holding point 08 left 9 Papa Zulu.
Lufthansa is down, and I can't remember what
Edelweiss
airline he was.
4, report Lufthansa Airbus 350, currently 3,500 feet and climbing, short final 08 left in sight.
Edelweiss 4, traffic on go around in sight.
Edelweiss 4, behind mentioned traffic, cross runway 08 left, hold north of threshold 08 right.
Crossing 08 left, holding north of threshold 08 right, Edelweiss 4.
Angus, yeah, I know exactly what we're going to be doing with our Series 2. It's going to be a nice long flight series. I'm just waiting for the holidays to get out of the way.
Contact grade, I want to trade this on banana.
Otherwise we'd have one Sunday on, one Sunday off, etc. What the heck is that? Oh, it's some VFR traffic, that's fine.
050 degrees 5 knots, runway 08 left, clear to land. Eurowings 8483, wind 050 degrees 5 knots, runway 08 left, clear to land. Lufthansa 5 Lima Tango, contact April 121.7.
121.7, cheers.
Oh, the wife is going to be so annoyed.
8483, München Tower. Lufthansa 9 Victor Bravo, taxi to entry November 4 via Alpha 8 November.
Oh, so far.
Easy 59er X-ray Romeo, ready for immediate.
Affirm, Easy 59 X-ray Romeo.
Easy 59er X-ray Romeo, wind 050 degrees 5 knots, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for immediate takeoff, Easy 59 X-ray Romeo.
Edelweiss 04, contact München Tower 120.5.
I need to land for that. 120.5, Edelweiss 4, danke.
Edelweiss 4, Roger.
Die Lufthansa 9er Victor Bravo, Alpha 8.
Lufthansa 9er Victor Bravo, taxi to entry November 4 via Alpha 8 November.
Cabin is secured, engine selection is normal. TCAS TA, RA packs off, anti-ice off.
4 via Alpha 8 in November, Lufthansa 9er Victor Bravo.
Take off.
Lufthansa 458, behind next landing company Airbus 320, currently 4 miles final 08 left, line up runway 08 left, behind.
Stable, set takeoff thrust.
Lufthansa 485,
Man, flex SRS runway.
landing traffic 08 left, land up wait behind.
Checked. B1, rotate. Nav.
Lufthansa 1961, wind 050 degrees 5 knots, runway 08 left, clear to land. Okay, just disconnected. Lufthansa 458, line up runway 08 left.
Lufthansa 485, landing up runway 08 left.
Autopilot engaged.
Approaching Lufthansa 9er Victor Bravo, approaching entry November 4.
Lufthansa 9er Victor Bravo, contact April 121.7.
April 121.7, Lufthansa 9er Victor Bravo, Ali.
Lufthansa 458, wind 050 degrees 5 knots, runway 08 left, clear for takeoff.
All the traffic on TCAS.
Lufthansa 485, runway 08 left, clear for takeoff.
Flap 0, spoilers disarmed. Okay, something fishy going on with the route in there.
November India, correction, November 1 Tango Sierra, line up runway 08 left.
Line up runway 08 left, November 1 Tango Sierra.
Delta 2 Romeo Foxtrot, number 2 for departure.
Roger, Delta 2 Romeo Foxtrot.
Mention Tower, hello, Red Nose 4501, ILS 08 left.
Red Nose 4501, Mention Tower, good evening.
Traffic.
Alt TCAS.
Easy59 X-ray Romeo, contact München radar 123 decimal 9er.
123 Easy 59 X-ray Romeo. München radar Easy 59 X-ray Romeo. Leveling off flight level 70, input 3 cubic.
Call you. Sierra Echo Golf Lima Hotel, turn left heading 110.
Left heading 110, Sierra Lima Hotel.
Easy 59 X-ray, Romeo München radar servos identified, climb flight level 190, proceed direct input.
Climb flight level 190, direct input for Easy 59 X-ray Romeo.
Lufthansa 459, turn left heading 260, speed 220.
Speed 220 and left 260, Lufthansa 459.
Easy 29 Papa Tango, turn right heading 240, speed 220.
Right 240, maintain 220 on the speed, Easy 29 Papa Tango.
Lufthansa 981, turn left heading 110, establish on localizer 08 left, report lock on localizer.
Turn left heading 110, we'll report when established on 08 left, Lufthansa 981.
Lufthansa 90101, speed 170 knots until 6 miles to me.
172 901,
KLM 000, speed 200.
Speed 200, KLM 000.
München, schönen guten Abend, Lufthansa 8 Romeo Whiskey, Level 150.
Lufthansa 8 Romeo Whiskey, München radar servos identified, Lando 08 transition, descent level 100.
Lando 08 transition, descent at level 100, Lufthansa 8 Romeo Whiskey.
Easy 29 Papa Tango, confirm 240 on the heading.
Smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes...
Easy 29 Papa Tango, heading 240, affirmative.
Thank you, Easy 240.
Lufthansa 9101, contact München Tower 118.7.
118.7, bye-bye.
Mission Airport Service for contact for is flight level 220, descending 130, speed 250.
Rocker 154, München radar servos identified, Rocky 08 transition, descent level 100.
Okay, so with flight level 100.
Hotel on present, heading 110, clear RMP approach, runway 07, report lock on RMP.
Said everything where we need to be. And we're on our way.
Have you report established to Sierra Lima Hotel?
Yeah, a little bug with the navigation there. Right at the start, so we had to intervene.
Uniform Kilo, speed 170 and 6 miles getting.
The left turn wasn't happening.
Papa Tango, speed 2, disregard speed. Easy 29 Papa Tango, heading 260, descent 6,000 feet, QNH 1023.
260 and 6,000 QNH.
Andy says it looks stressful. No, not at all.
Walker 1772, flight level 150.
There's just lots of planes in the sky tonight, Andy.
Good evening, Hotel Zulu X-ray Yankee 7, flight level 130, speed 288.
Hotel Zulu X-ray Yankee 7, München radar identified, Rocky 08 transition is on level 100.
Rocky 08 and 100, Hotel
A few more directs would be good.
KLM 000, turn left heading 110, establish on localizer 08 left.
110, turning left, KLM 000.
Die 500 X-ray Romeo, contact München, radar 132.550.
13255, easy 59 X-ray Romeo, bye-bye.
Scandinavian 2661 München.
Scandinavian 2661, ready to copy.
Scandinavian 2661 München, servos information Zulu, ILS 08 left, cleared Lando 08 transition.
And radar, good evening, Easy 59 X-ray Romeo, passing flight level 160, flight level 190, inbound input.
Easy 59 X-ray Romeo, München radar levels, radar contact, climb initially flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240, Easy 59 X-ray Romeo. 240, go.
Lufthansa 8 Juliet Victor, descend flight level 150 to reach at V6.
Lufthansa 8 Juliet Victor, descending flight level 150 to level at V6.
Ben says, I think it was trying to get around that turn at high speeds, which is why it wasn't adjusting. So, what should have happened is when we passed flight level, sorry, when we passed altitude 1,900 feet, the turn should have begun. Obviously, it didn't. That's why we had to intervene. I gave it the benefit of the doubt. I left it for 300-400 feet just to see what it did, but I don't think it was going to play ball. So that's why we just went direct. But that again is kind of the reason why we brief things like the first turn direction when it's meant to happen and things like that. So if you know it's not happening, or you can recognise that it's not doing what was intended.
Guten Abend, Scandinavian 265
And we were okay.
Passing flight level 2.
There was traffic, but we had it in sight. We were clear of it.
Inbound, Scandinavian 2651, München radar.
All novice pilot says enjoy the rest of your flight. I will. Now we're airborne.
At V6. 150 to be leveled at V6.
Coming into Manchester though, we're going to be fine. I love Manchester. We know Manchester. Right, what time is the box saying?
2 Alpha Zulu, contact München 133225.
If I could knock some time off that would be swell.
Lufthansa 2 Alpha Zulu, contact München 133225.
133225 for Lufthansa 2 Alpha Zulu, put it out.
So we will get to see lots of traffic tonight. VATSIM is most certainly alive. And to be honest, that's what I didn't want tonight. Granted, I didn't want to, well, let's see, we pushed back 39 minutes ago. It was right, we had a half an hour, we were half an hour sat on the taxiway. Nice. Let's just
Roger 29er, contact
turn those down a bit, shall we?
150, wiederhören.
134, 150, Roger 29er, danke für Service.
Christopher, you got bored waiting, so you pushed in. You can do that when not on
X-ray Romeo, climb flight level 340.
Climb flight level 340 for Easy 59 X-ray Romeo.
Lufthansa 8 Juliet Victor, contact München arrival 128025.
128025, Lufthansa 8 Juliet Victor, servus.
So the max is 39.
München Radar, servus, schönen guten Abend, Nick. November 1 Tango Sierra, kleinen Flug,
cruise altitude is 34.
November 1 Tango Sierra, München Radar, schönen Abend.
We could request higher.
Climb flight level 290.
Try and cut a few more minutes off our arrival time. Does VATSIM give you slots like in real life? Yes, it does. Like we had to wait 6 minutes before we could push back. That was because of the traffic that was on the ground, and during the cross the pond events where there's a phenomenal amount of traffic, you have to book a slot. Otherwise it would just be a crazy free-for-all. But now that's it. We've got calm skies heading out of Germany. Keep an eye on our fuel. Do some fuel checks. See how much that whole penalises for. Chris says request high. You need to save some fuel because of yeah. So that's just what we said, isn't it? A moment ago, we could request higher. We'll see if we can get 380. And Easy 59 X-ray Romeo is flight level 380 available.
Easy 59 X-ray Romeo, make that request with München, please, 133575.
Over to Munchen, thank you, Easy 59 X-ray Romeo. Good night. So many handoffs in such a short time. 13357. Munchen radar. Good evening, Easy 59 X-ray Romeo, passing flight level 275 for flight level 340. Requesting flight level 380 if available, inbound Opala.
59 X-ray Romeo, Munchen radar. Very good evening to you. Identified. Club flight level 380.
Climbing to flight level 380, Easy 59 X-ray Romeo, thank you. We do have cost index of 0 in, yes. Just double check that, but we should have. Yep, there it is.
Die 59 X-ray Romeo, Profit direct Marsek, Mike Alpha Sierra Echo Kilo.
Trick Marsek for Easy 59 X-ray Romeo. Where the heck is that? Oh, there it is. Does a beam work in the FlyByWire? I can't remember. Ah, no, not yet implemented. Okay. That's a neat little direct, but I'm going to have to do some fudging for the fuel check in a little bit. Full on Greta mode, Christian, indeed. Well, guys, for those of you that have stuck with us right since the start of the stream, thank you so much. It's been an hour and a half. We've only just taken off. Yeah, real world delays. What can you do? So, thank you so much for sticking with us. Only another hour and a half to go.
Lima passing 2,800 in the climb out.
Delta Alpha Lima Munchen radar identified, indicated now 3,000 feet. Climb flight level 60, and when reaching 4,000 feet, proceed direct Erlangen, Echo Romeo Lima.
Delta Alpha Lima climb flight level 60, reaching 4,000 direct Echo Romeo Lima, danke.
So what we're going to have to do, because the beam waypoints aren't working for a fuel check, let's see. Let's have a look at our operational flight plan then. And where are we going to?
Transavia 356, contact Munchen radar.
So let's put
5502.
At 35. Okay. Let's put Borep in just here. Borep. Pop that in the fixes page. We may not quite have reached cruise by the time we get there, looking at that. So, a couple of waypoints after Borep, maybe Bibeg. Let's try that. Oh, that'll do. So once we're in Bibeg, we'll do a fuel check.
Alpha Lima, any preferred approach for Nuremberg?
Scotty, we're on the VATSIM server, so not the Azobo servers. Ben says the beam waypoints will come with the next major LNAV VNAV update. Yeah, it's no problem, Ben. There's ways and means around it, isn't there? And pretty much anything that isn't yet fully operational in the fly-by-wire, there's ways and means around it. So it's just knowing those little tricks. Once you know how to get around certain things that may currently be in op, then the aircraft is more than perfectly flyable. Oh, Danny, you're going to be arriving live at Manchester, are you? For the first time. See what the scenery stutters do. Christopher, so the settings in FS Realistic after the landing applause. So, yeah, there's only the good landing feedback and the bad landing feedback. They're the only two things that I didn't look at too much, but yeah, they're basically turned off. I've got you guys to give me feedback. I don't need anybody else. Ulfdog, there are different servers for VATSIM, but essentially they are all connected. So if you're on the VATSIM network, it doesn't matter which server you're connected to. You'll be live. You'll be there. You'll be shown. Tell you what I am going to do. Because of how warm it is here. I just want to see what the temperature is outside our house. I'll get some proper en route weathers in a minute. So if we just have a quick zoom out, see where we are. Well, that's interesting. Where are all the airports? That's, I'm pretty certain there are more airports after this. We're not quite over the ocean. Let's pop Amsterdam in there. Bit of an en route weather. And that'll do. We've got Amsterdam en route, we've then got Manchester, we've got the alternate, which is Luton. And to be fair, Doncaster would technically be a potential alternate today. We're going to fly over it, more or less.
München Radar, Servus, schönen guten Abend. Jasper, die November 1 Tango Sierra, Flight Level 290.
November 1 Tango Sierra, München Radar, nochmal. November 1 Tango Sierra, München Radar, hallo Fabio, identified. Romeo, contact Rhein Radar 134.075. Tschüss.
So, I think Amsterdam Radar is also online. Amsterdam Centre.
München Radar, good evening.
What is the chance
Ryanair 2 Alpha with
of
you.
full ATC all the way through our flight tonight?
Rapid.
Ryanair 2 Alpha München Radar, Servus, identified, direct Velis.
Trick 2020 on Twitch. I'm afraid I have no experience, nor do I know anything about the Boeing pack from our Thrustmaster. I'm certain there will be videos on YouTube that will help.
Ryanair 2 Alpha identified, flight level 300, direct Velis.
Confirm Velis. Victor Echo Lima India Sierra.
Ryanair 2 Alpha, correct.
Roger, direct Velis, Ryanair 2 Alpha.
So Manchester has 040 at 10. Okay, that's wide open. Manchester, no clouds detected. What is with the 2515?
Of the 2 Mike Kilo, contact München Radar 133.225. Cheers.
Our wind's 320 at 7. Bit of a crosswind coming in tonight.
225, Lufthansa 2 Mike Kilo, schönen Abend dir, danke, ciao.
No clouds detected at Luton. Now what we've got? We've got Cabo Case, currently 25 degrees on Donny. Tasno says the ATC's handed over to Ryan Radar. I've not had that call. I was hoping it'd be kind of like a little sunset chasing stream again this evening, but far too late for that. Anyway, we are at alt cruise. Let's have a look and see. Bibeg, what should we have? What did we take? 6, 3, 4, 5, should have half a ton extra. Let me see. So that should be about 4.9 tons. What have we got? Oh, just under 4.9. Oh, actually, not burnt too much extra off then.
Delta Alpha Lima, München, go ahead.
Is it possible to do some air work in our position inbound airline?
Delta Alpha Lima, affirm, would you like a block altitude for that?
If I'm 500 feet below, would be nice.
Jeds, if no one acknowledged it, and it could have been for me, then by now, the other ATC radar would have been screaming at me to contact them.
1023, we will try to stay level 60 and block between 5000 and the flight level 60.
Ben, the thing with the fly-by-wire as well, at the moment, I'm not sure how they can fix this. I'm not a coder, I know nothing about it, so I'm saying this should be an easy fix. Perhaps it's not, but the APU doesn't burn any fuel at the moment. So you're always going to end up with extra fuel. So Danny, the problem that you've got sounds like one of those issues that you'll take it back to the shop and they'll go, oh, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You need some sort of video evidence.
Good evening, Ryanair 8135, flight over 350.
Ryanair 813 X-ray, München radar. Good evening, identified.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we're delighted to hear that we're now at our cruising altitude, and we hope to give you nice views throughout the flight as we have good weather ahead and shouldn't be experiencing any turbulence. Of course, this means that you will not spill any of your drinks that you may have from the cabin crew as they begin to start making their way around the aircraft. Could you please ensure that the eyes are kept clear so the cabin crew can offer you their cabin service, which will begin shortly. A reminder that Easyjet single pilot channel members are able to access free drugs throughout the duration of the flight. Thank you, and I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the remainder of the flight.
And enjoy the remainder of the flight indeed. Well, so far, it's been highly realistic, and that includes the delays. Scotty, you can get the metadata in the flight pad. True. This is just a little bit more realistic, the way doing it through the box.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if we could be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Ulfdog, I can certainly show you that. Bear with me 1 second. Manchester approach is one of those weird ones because the Star doesn't take you direct to the airport. So yeah, that is the approach, which you think probably looks a bit weird, but actually that is exactly what it should be. So that is the approach that we've got. That is exactly what I would expect to see.
Radar is 889er, schönen guten Abend, flight level 230
show you this.
flight level 290.
So the approach brings us in at bed
Guten Abend, identified.
to Pole Hill,
Flight level 340.
to Burney,
Climbing flight level 340,
and then
flight
in
base
and around to intercept the 170 radial to Rosen.
München Radar 133.
And we hold there until we get further clearance from ATC.
Contact München Radar 133,
And we're not allowed to proceed beyond Rosen without ATC clearance. And then from there, ATC would vector you to the start of the ILS approach, which begins here. So yeah, that is exactly right.
München Radar, hello, Eurotrans 118.
Was that call for us, Jed? Right. Well,
Eurotrans 118,
we
München
didn't
Radar,
answer
hello, go
back,
ahead.
so that's interesting. And Easy 59 X-Ray Romeo, confirm we should still be with you.
Inbound NEFCO, and I have 110, I have a generator 2 failure.
Eurotrans 118, Roger, that is copied. What are your intentions now?
Eurotrans 118, I will continue my flight to Geneva. I have started my APU and took back the second generator. That's everything is all right. Eurotrans 118.
But Eurotrans 118, so are you able to accept further climbs?
Eurotrans 118, I'm able to accept further climbs.
Sounds like a bit of an in-flight emergency there. An Easy 59 X-Ray Romeo, just confirm we should still be on your frequency.
Easy 59 X-Ray Romeo, actually I sent you to Rhine Radar a little time ago, but let me see. Since Rhine Radar closed as well now, where are you? Just 1 second please.
Roger, 59 X-Ray Romeo. Where are we? Good question.
Yeah, I sent you to Rhine Radar about 20 minutes ago. Well, anyways, Rhine is closed now, so switch to Unicom 122.8. Have a nice flight.
Over to Unicom, thank you. Sorry we missed the call. Easy 59 X-Ray Romeo.
No worries. Eurotrans 118, confirm you would like to continue on level 19 to Geneva?
Yeah, oh well. And the rule, of course, if you don't actually answer them back, they will keep trying to contact you, and if you still refuse to answer them back, then you get some lovely fighter jets escorting you along. Never mind. Carl, you live underneath the Rosenhold vectors, no one will take you over actually stop. Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, it's not that often. It's only when there's usually really bad weather that you end up in a hold at Manchester. If you haven't done so already, guys, please do hit that like button. It makes a huge difference to the channel. It really, really does. Particularly as I've been away for a bit. So thank you to everyone who's already gone ahead and done that. And remember, of course, if you become a channel member recently, then don't forget to get yourself in our Discord server and access the members lounge and the VIP lounge. Dazno, you often hear ATC not calling back when someone didn't confirm a handoff. Well, that's fair enough, even if they don't, but then usually the next sector give you a ping saying, hey, come on, where are you? Thankfully, it's not happened that often. And Dr. Magic celebrating 16 months of channel membership. 16 months, Doctor. Thank you so much. Too warm to sit in the sim at the moment, so watching instead. Well, as I say, I've come back from being away today, and the office in the house is not exposed to any daylight. It's it's a closed off room. There's no windows. The door's being closed, so it's obviously pitch black when you turn the lights out, which is great for sim immersion. So it was the coolest room in the house, having had no infrared light infrared radiation from the sun shining in it, so it hasn't been too bad. So we'll start to have a little look at the approach soon. Should be on the ground in about an hour and 15 minutes. Put that cost index of 8 back in there. It's not going to make too much difference to us. The Pack Andrew, Newcastle to Heathrow. Not the most common EasyJet route, I must admit. Dr. Magic, you're in the Attic. It will be baking. What on earth are you doing in the attic? I did so before we went away. I did something that I never ever thought I would do, and I think I've spoken before about my love of gardening, not on this channel. And our garden was pretty much what I wanted, which was incredibly low maintenance. That is, it had a lawn and it had dirt edges, soil, and that's all it was. I sat there looking at it for the last few weeks thinking, there's just stuff missing. It's very bland with a big swing in the middle of it for the kids, and so I wanted something to brighten it up. I thought, well, the only way I can do that is by having some bedding plants and some flowers. So for a full afternoon I went nuts. I went out to our local shops, I bought a load of bedding plants, I got the kids involved, I dug the holes, they put the water in, they planted all these plants and everything, and yeah, it works. It actually doesn't look too bad at all. The back of the garden and the edge, I decided I'm getting rid of that soil. I've thrown compost down, I've seeded it all with God knows how many millions of seeds, because I gave the kids just boxes of seeds and says, there you go nuts. Watered it, and slowly we've come back, and thankfully that started to take, so we'll wait and see. But all this hot weather, it's not good for them. It really isn't. Ben says FlyByWire does take cost index into account. Does it? I couldn't remember if it did or not. That's one way to find out. Ah, no. Okay. Well, we'll just keep on doing it as per the SOPs, but fair enough. Christian wanted to go to bed 10 minutes ago. Well, it must have been compelling viewing. There you go, Christian. Good night, my friend. Hope it's not too warm for you at work tomorrow. GCG, you considering the Phoenix FlyByWire is already so good, is it worth the extra money to buy the Phoenix? The thing is, just with like that little thing there, just trying to do the cost index thing, secondary flight plan when we're on the ground, the routings, all of those just work in the Phoenix, so you don't get anything unexpected. It's the rounded product, isn't it, which is continually being developed and updated. Obviously they roll out the updates only ever so often, but when they do, they contain a whole mega ton of updates and improvements and things. So it depends. If you love flying the FlyByWire, the Phoenix would take it to another level. If you're quite content with the Airbus, with the FlyByWire, and you spend other time in other aircraft, say the PMDG 737, whatever else is available, then you're probably going to be okay with the FlyByWire, and that will continue to be improved as well. But if Airbus is your thing, then once you've got the Phoenix, you'll not look back. Tripwire, the hosepipe ban kicks in here on Friday in Kent. Sorry to the grass. Yeah, I mean, the hosepipe ban thing. I wonder, there must have been some sort of studies done, I don't know who's conducted them, but I wonder who has come up with the figure and the study that says, yeah, the hosepipe bans actually do make a big difference to the amount of water that is used by the population. I don't think it's going to be that much, because if you're going to water the grass, instead of using the hosepipe, you can use a bucket. You can use a bucket and a sprinkling water can, can't you? So I guess it's more of a, there's a hosepipe ban on, and that then triggers the mindset of people to think, oh, there's a drought on, we need to be careful with the water. So things like turning the water off as you brush your teeth, kind of things. I don't know why people don't do that. I've never not done that. I always turn the water off between rinsing your teeth, etc. But I know there must be people that don't, for example. Perhaps another thing, when you're in the shower, you can turn the shower off while you lather yourself up and turn it back on again, rather than just keeping it continuously run. I think it's more of a mindset game. It's a mind game. There's a hosepipe ban on, it becomes more buried in the conscious mind that we need to be careful with the amount of water that we're using. If there was no hosepipe ban, people wouldn't even think of it. Andrew, over the weekend, Easyjet did have a bird strike on an Easyjet flight. Yes, took off, held over Buxton for a while they decided what they were going to do, and then they returned. Which is obviously the right thing to do if they think something's gone wrong and that bird has messed some things up. Why would you take the chance? You just wouldn't, would you? Right, have we got any ATC coming up? Let me see. So Amsterdam radar is online. If you have a look at the flight plan, it tells you where we're going to be flying. Right, so the Amsterdam flight information region begins at the Sierra Papa Yankee, which is in about 15 minutes. I would have thought it would have come in a little before that, actually. But there you go. That's why you were planning to buy the PMGG 737 today, but went with the Phoenix instead after reading some customer complaints with PMDG. I can't say as I know many of those, but then to be fair, I don't really concentrate too much on the 737 side of things, so can't really offer any advice with that.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Carl McCallum, thank you for subscribing. Ulfdog, you want to do Jet 2 ops, but you don't know if you want to buy the real, buy the PMDG. Well, Ulfdog, you're in luck. Jet 2 also fly Airbus, so they have got options for you there. GCG says, my brother sent me an article about a flight going around because someone was still on the toilet. It's a real thing though. They have to be strapped in, otherwise something goes hard landing, someone bashes their head, something daft like that, then it's the blame game culture, isn't it? Ryan E, a member for 7 months. Thank you so much for your support over the last 7 months, Ryan. So 7 months and past learning new things and learning new things all the time. Keep up the spirit work. Thank you. Oh no, Ryan, thank you so much for your support. It's thanks to you guys and the channel support that I can continue to do what we do and devote the time I have to the channel. Ulftalk, there is not yet an A321. Well, no, there is. There is a Latin VFR A321 in the game, but it's not very good. Check out the review on it on the channel. Danny says the Dutch government declared a water shortage due to drought. You mentioned that some US people living in California, but they were like, we have that as much as they have thunderstorms in Florida. Desalinization process is the way forward. Ben, you're hopefully getting the Phoenix at the end of this August. Really looking forward to it, as you've been using the A340-600 from Tollis for the training. Well, Tollis is, of course, very high-tech and up there with mods and add-ons available. High quality, the Tollis. Sidon, when doing our nav approach in the fly-by-wire, you never have the vertical brick. I can't recall if that's there or not off the top of my head, because it's been a long time since I've done it. If I'm doing an R-nav, I'll usually be in the Phoenix, because I know 9 times out of 10 I'll use the final approach mode now. Bus driver, you're currently flying, say, Alpha Papa, which was a Jet 2 lease a couple of years ago. Well, I think as well that haven't they just bought a load of Airbus? They'll be arriving over the next few years. So nice to see Jet 2 coming to the European plane maker. Christopher Shaw, who has got the PMDG, says it is amazing, but so different to the Airbus. I will one day take a good time out and learn the Boeing. It really will be worth it. Christopher, I don't doubt it. For someone like me who knows the Airbus and tries to fly the Boeing like an Airbus, it just doesn't work. I find the Boeing just cumbersome in its unintuitive compared to the Airbus, but that's me. It all depends on what you're used to, doesn't it? Ulfdog, when the 330 comes out from Aerosoft, you could do Jet 3 ops. We certainly won't be doing Jet 2 ops, because I don't think they have an A330. Daz, no, and Ben saying FlyByWire doesn't do the INAV final approach. That's fine. Ben, Jet 2 ordered 50 A321 Neos. Yeah, so there you go. Makes sense. Great aircraft. Yeah, Ulfdog, I thought you did mean Jet 2. Slip of the finger. But Jet 2 don't have A330s as far as I'm aware, so... I saw something strange the other day. Well, not strange, but I was unaware of it. And that was TUI flying an Airbus. I think it was the least. It was operated by another handler, but it was under the TUI call sign. Ulfdog, you've seen A330s for Jet 2 at Manchester Airport. Are you sure about that? I mean, I'm quite happy to eat my words and be proved wrong, but I'm almost 99% certain Jet 2 don't have A330s. I'm going to have to go on Flight Radar 24 now and check that out. See if they're currently flying at the moment. Ah, there's our skip on. frequencies at 12575. Right, back into the world of ATC.
Hallo, Transavia 6 naar Bravo, Lamso 3 Romeo voor runway 06.
Lamso 3 Romeo voor de 06, Transavia 6 naar Bravo.
55, leave Sugol, heading 120.
Heading 120.
Sugol.
Center right, heading 120 after Sugol.
Amsterdam radar Easy 59X, Ray Romeo 50380, inbound Sierra Papa Yankee.
That was not clear to me, Australian Java.
Oscar Whiskey Alpha, own navigation direct upnet.
Own navigation until upnet. Can you please confirm, Australian Alpha?
Yeah, actually just proceed direct to upnet, that's what it means.
Yeah, thanks, proceeding to upnet. Thanks, Java.
Hello, Z5, naar X-ray Romeo, identify direct Raflo.
Direct Braslow for Easy 59X, Ray Romeo.
Oscar 2, Bravo Whiskey, descend 3000 feet, QNH 1023.
Descending 3000 feet, QNH 1023, Austrian 2, Bravo Whiskey.
KLM 6 at 8, right turn heading 340, speed 180 knots.
Right heading 340, speed 180 knots.
Little shortcut.
KLM 6 at 8.
So bus driver and Ben,
Climb flight double 35.
thank you. So, I've learnt something new. They've leased 2 A330s. That's very interesting. Obviously, I've not come across them before, but
Finnair 3
that's interesting to know.
Climb flight level 350.
Flight level 350, Finnair 3 Papa.
Daarom 3 Romeo Kilo, climb flight level 330.
Climb flight 330, daarom 3 Romeo Kilo.
Lufthansa 1 Romeo Victor, contact London 133.7, bye bye.
150, decimal 7.
We better start looking at our arrival, haven't we?
Oscar Whiskey Alpha, climb flight level 240.
So,
50240, we're Oscar down.
quite happy with Manchester, so the brief is probably going to be very, very short. But we're expecting 2 3, right?
Continue the right turn heading 030, cleared ILS approach runway 06.
And we're on op bed 1 mic.
Right 030, cleared ILS approach runway 06, KLM 688.
Austrian 2 Bravo Whiskey, speed 180 knots.
Altitude 5,000 feet, platforms 3,500. And MSFS 2,500 as well.
Currently descending past flight level 250.
Cat 1 minimums,
420,
449.
Alpha for runway 06.
ILS India November.
Read back, please.
Elevation is 249.
Red 1 Alpha for runway 06.
Missed approach 3,500,
okay,
is
red
it? Yeah,
F18
3,500.
for runway 06, that's supposed to there.
Lufthansa Cargo A262, climb flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330, Lufthansa Cargo A262.
Ram 6 at 8, speed 180 knots until the glide slope, 160 knots until 4 DME.
Let's get updated METAR.
180 until glide slope and 160 until 4 DME, KLM 688.
Correct. Radar 227, descend level 70, after Sugol, direct Sierra Papa Lima.
Down to 7,000 after Sugol, direct Sierra Papa Lima for Ryanair 227.
Delta 420, proceed direct Sugol, descend flight level 70.
Proceed direct Sugol, descend flight level 70, that's close.
Alpine 755, speed 220 knots. Alpine 755, speed 220 knots.
Alpine 755, speed 220 knots.
I do find the print
Austrian 2
functions
Bravo
quite
Whiskey,
neat.
right turn heading 340, descend 2,000
Because I actually
feet.
have a genuine use for the print
Right
function.
heading 340, descending 2000 feet, Austrian 2 Bravo Whiskey.
Finnair 31 Papa Delta, monitor
And that
Unicom,
is, of course,
122.8, bye-bye.
the ability to just throw that into the perf page by reading it. So what we got?
Daarom 3 Romeo Kilo,
QNH
Unicom, 122.8, bye-bye.
1024.
Lufthansa Cargo 8262, Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Temperature is
Unicom
25.
208, Lufthansa Cargo 8262.
Wind 320 at 6.
KLM 688, contact tower 119.225, tot ziens.
Transition altitude 5,000.
119.225, KLM 688. Dankjewel, tot ziens.
And Barrows 449.
Alpine 755, turn right heading 230.
Turn right heading 230.
Okay, let's just set up the box. The flight plan.
Bravo Whiskey, cut to the right, turn heading 030.
All happy with that. We'll leave the discontinuity in for the moment.
Right heading 030.
Actually, no. So we will join that up.
Via 69 Bravo, descend flight level 200.
Radar plage, being the Mike Charlie Tango, and Paul Hill.
Amsterdam radar, Leipzig 61, level 290, will descend to level 250 at Lamso. 61.
Hello, Leipzig 601, Lamso 2 Alpha arrival, runway 06.
Lamso 2 Alpha arrival, runway 06, and descending to level 250 to be level.
Throw that in there.
61.
Perfect.
Also as well, just on the fixes page.
Ryanair 227, it doesn't appear we have the Sierra Papa Lima VOR in our legs. Is there something else we can do?
Yeah, normally you would have to add it, because it isn't there. But in that case, you can turn right now, heading 110.
Okay, that's all good.
Right,
that page is all filled out.
That's the next time, Ryanair.
It says we're going to have 2 tons on board as we get to Manchester.
755, descend 3000
I think we're going to end up with more than that.
Descend to 3000 feet, Kenneth 1023.
Lovely, that's all set.
Amsterdam Center, November 3831 Quebec.
Christopher, I've managed to get Simbridge working. Yes, apart from I can't get my external McDo to work.
Quebec identified, climb flight
So,
level
not
260.
quite sure what I'm doing wrong there.
Flight level 260, direct with it.
Alright, we're ready for an arrival brief. So, weather in Manchester is beautiful, slight crosswind coming in from the right, not too much. Cav okay, so should have good visibility, good runway conditions, etc.
Contact tower 119.225.
The approach then, we are expecting runway 23 right, bed 1 Mike. We'll have a quick look at the chart for this. If we end up flying the full approach, then we'll be green dot at Rosen and in the hold. We'll leave Rosen, get flaps 1 out as we start to get close to Manchester. Flaps 2 with the glide slope. Expecting to intercept that. Platform altitude is 3,500 feet, which then will bring us in straight in at for Manchester. ILS approach, normal 3-degree glide slope.
Alpine 755, left turn heading 090.
No speed restrictions except the one at Rosen, and we've obviously got, as we're flying, flight level 2917 at Otbed and Goals respectively. We'll use auto brake low for this.
Ryanair 227, turn right heading 150.
Turn right heading 150, Ryanair 227.
At either Bravo Delta
turn right heading 110, practice for runway 06.
And then we're turning right on
Turn
Alpha.
right heading 110,
right
practice for runway 06, Delta Foxtrot.
Single engine taxi is a possibility depending on how busy it is. It's not a massive thing, so I just have to remember to start the chrono once we've touched down. If we need to go around, we need to get up 750 feet, expedite that, and then
Oscar Romeo Oscar November.
once we are at 3 miles from Mike Charlie Tango,
2,000 feet.
Descend to 2,000 feet.
right turn heading right to 357.
227, speed 220 knots.
Speed 220 knots, Ryanair 227.
Delta 428, speed 28, corrections, Delta 420, speed 280 knots.
Now,
speed 280 knots, approach is there.
Just go ahead.
Whiskey Alpha, climb flight level 340.
Amend
climb flight level 340,
those.
Alpha.
Just so that's a little bit more accurate.
Amsterdam radar, good evening, Ryanair 2 Alpha. Inbound, Relby, and descending flight level 180.
There we go, that's fine.
Bravo Ryanair to Alpha.
Now, one thing that could happen,
to
of course,
Alpha arrival,
with
runway
ATC, they may just pick us
descent
off at
flight level
goals,
100.
bring us straight across and in. And I know this happens a lot because
Reckon to Alpha arrival, runway 06.
I live somewhere around here,
100. Ryanair to Alpha.
and we see them regularly being picked off at goals. It's all fly direct towards Manchester.
Speed
Grab the
220.
ILS.
Left turn 050, careful this approach 06.
So, threats to be aware of. Just the Pennines, really. Just the Pennines. Yeah, that's why we've got MSA 3500.
Xavier 69 Bravo, descent flight level 60.
If they do pick us off early, just to help with a bit of SA,
9er headers identified, continue.
we need to be below 10,000 feet when we cross this, otherwise I'm not going to make the direct straight in.
Ryanair 227, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 knots, Ryanair 227.
That straight in would
Delta
really help my
420,
arrival time
left
though.
turn heading 100, descent flight level 40.
Left heading 100.
Ben, we do have terrain
descent
radar
flight
for the
level
hills,
40,
indeed.
Leipzig Air 601, descent flight level 100.
Descent flight level 100, 61.
Hey Mike, you're interested in seeing how we link the approach, the end of the approach to the start of the star. It will be done by ATC, they will vector us in, so if you're not on VATSIM, then you just have to vector yourself in. Really. So all that will happen, if you were not on ATC, if you didn't have any, you'd get to Rosen, and then you'd just vector yourself, fly this sort of direction, and then turn around and intercept in, which is actually pretty much what I think we've even got. If I have a quick look.
Speed 180, Nasan to the glass, contact tower 11.
Yeah, there it is.
Ryanair 227, descent 2,000 feet.
There you go, down to Rosen, and then
Delta
straight in.
420, speed 250 knots.
250 knots, that's possible there.
Xavier 69 Bravo, after Massos, direct Hellhole for runway 06.
Direct hellhole. Surely that's not what he said.
Hitting Alonso, correction, Massos for...
Mike says thank you so much, you've been trying to answer that question for ages. Not all approaches, standard instrument arrival approaches, lead you direct to the star, direct to the interception for the ILS. In fact, a lot in the UK don't. They do in other countries, but a lot in the UK don't. Gatwicks don't, for example.
Delta 420, descent 2,000 feet, QNH 1023.
Descent 2000, QNH 1023, that's possible there.
Leipzig Air 601, descent flight level 70.
Descent to flight level 7061.
November 831 Quebec, climb flight level 410.
Flight level 410, November 831 Quebec.
Ryanair to Alpha,
Top of descent
flight level
is
70.
about 100 miles.
Descent flight level 70, Ryanair to Alpha.
There's our alternate, there's Luton.
Ryanair 227, left turn heading 080, cleared ILS approach runway 06.
Left turn 080, cleared ILS 06, Ryanair 227.
Delta 420, speed 220 knots, and expedite your descent, please.
This is our expediting descent, that's supposed to be there.
Easy 5, X-ray Romeo, contact London, 133.7, bye-bye.
133.7, easy, 59 X-ray Romeo, good night. Let's see if we can get a nice direct from these guys, shall we? London, good evening, easy 59 X-ray Romeo, flight level 380 inbound, Bravo.
55 and 9 X-ray Romeo, London Control. Very good evening to you. This is the Opmed 1 Mike arrival, landing runway 23 at Manchester.
Expect Opmed 1 Mike, runway 23 right, easy 59 X-ray Romeo. Sarkotek asks, is the top of descent now accurate for the fly-by-wire? Yes, I would say so. Certainly the last few times I've used it. I mean, we can double check it.
Easy 5016 route direct descent.
Now, this is actually a really good idea. If we go to our fixes page,
Easy 5016.
there's our runway threshold. Now let's work out, if we're going to get a nice directing, where do we actually want to start that descent? Now, we're under ATC control, so we're just going to be following them, basically. They'll tell us what they want us to do, when they want us to do it, then it's up to us to try and manage it. If we can't manage it, we tell them, no. So, what are we at? We're currently flight level 38. We need to get down to 3,500 feet. Or let's just be a little bit... Let's just be even more abrupt with this. So we're at flight level 380. We need to get down to 0 feet. Let's do 38 multiplied by 3. That's 114. Add 10 miles to that for slowing down. That's 124. Let's round it and call it 125. Pop a radius there of 125 in for runway 23 right. So Echo Golf Charlie Charlie.
Lufthansa 1 runway 3 when ready.
Right.
Descend flight level 160 speed on conversion to 80 knots or greater.
There. So that looks to me like it makes perfect sense. If we manage to get a direct in, then the top of descent would be here. At the moment, the aircraft isn't planning a planning a direct in. It's planning on flying this full procedure. So all these extra track miles means that we'll be able to start the descent later because it's got further to fly. And the top of descent is showing a little bit later. So that to me says it's working absolutely spot on. Mike P, thank you so much for your £2 super chat there, saying thanks for all you do for the flight sim community. Mike, you're more than welcome. Thank you for coming on board this evening. Really, really do appreciate that, Mike. Hey Brian, you are a little late to the show, but to be fair, we've been delayed, so yeah, we've been delayed quite a bit, to be honest, on the ground.
Iberia 9071, flight level 250.
Go ahead, Iberia 9071.
Climb flight level 250, 250.
Climb 250, Iberia 9071, thank you.
That was good of the Manchester ATC guy to try and speak Spanish. Top job as well, from what I remember. Yeah, and as Ben said, always check the constraints are correct. Which, you should do that even in the real world. Make sure that everything matches up from the charts you've got, and here they do. So, it's spot on. I did go in and edit the speed for that. I didn't want to be going down the going down the ILS at 230 knots. I at least want some flaps out. But yeah, it's no problem. Hey, Dark Fury, how was your tour of Doncaster? Hey, J-Hog. Oh, I see. Here comes the minibus. Have you been with Dark Fury?
London Control, con EZ2138, contact Sky, show 123.775.
Yep, go for it, thank you.
Alright, thank you, we'll contact Scottish 123.775, EZ2138, thank you, bye bye.
Birmingham was one big traffic jam this weekend with the VATSIM event. Yeah, PSV. The problem with Birmingham is they've only got one runway.
London Control, this is PK 001.
So, indeed.
Top Echo Alpha P001 London, hello. You seem to be a little bit off course. Fly heading 360 degrees, descend flight level 100.
Not a cloud in the sky.
Fly heading 360 degrees, flight level 10.
Golf Papa Golf 13, nothing further, continue on Unicorn 128, bye-bye.
Today and make some amazing savings.
122 decimal be at Golf Golf 13, goodbye.
Bye-bye, Lufthansa 1 Romeo Victor, descend the flight level 110.
Exclusive to you as an easy.
Lufthansa 1 Romeo Victor descending 110.
J-Hog, I got sunburned. That's not something as it happens too much in the UK coastline.
Biz, we've just reset off then as we've reset off the time, so we now request a send.
03 November for Norwich, continue on your present heading.
Dark Fury, your fuel planning was atrocious.
Machine swimming 270 on present
Were you in a
heading,
737?
0 degrees, previous 3 November.
Yeah, you see.
Landing control, this is EC457, that's flight level 240.
Easy 457, London control, hello, success at 1 Golf, arrive, go.
Oh, welcome home. Yeah, Dark, how much fuel did you have left in your tank?
Six Solomon.
Spit Dallas for G6 to 3 November.
I am very curious now.
Easy 6 Charlie Tango, fly heading 130 degrees.
Heading 130 degrees.
Do you know, I'm going to be cheeky. An easy 59 X-ray Romeo. Do you know if we can get a straight-in approach this evening?
I doubt it. To be honest with you, it's a little bit busy.
No problem, thought we'd check. Easy 59 X-ray Romeo.
It'll be with the next controller anyway, so I'll note the request to him.
No urgency, it was just an idea, thanks. Easy 59 X-ray Romeo.
No worries. EC5016, when ready, descend follow 150 level by Kidley, continue now on 1228, fella.
Doc, you had you had 330 kilograms in each tank. You had less than, you had just slightly over half a ton on board.
Since Unicom, Easy 5016.
You're not even allowed to
Iberia
take off with
9071, Monster Unicom 122.8. Adios.
122.8, thank you very much for the service. Adiós, señor, muchísimas gracias por su servicio.
Oh, Doc, don't talk flat 15 rubbish. Come back to your ways of Airbus.
Send 80 for 3 November Alpha.
P001, flight level 80.
Well, it looks like we're going to be flying full approach anyway, given the traffic situation in Manchester.
1 Romeo Victor, descend flight level 80, on passing flight level 100, speed 250 knots.
Landing level 80.
I did say I wanted VATSIM ATC tonight. This is what you get.
0 knots. Lufthansa 1 Romeo Victor.
Hello, Janek 49 Bravo, just in the northbound frequency.
Dark, what's flaps 15 Airbus equivalent? No idea. Flaps 1 maybe.
You're on your own tonight, buddy. Sorry.
All on my own, no problem.
A62 Charlie Tango, navigation bit Listo.
Redirect to Listo, Easy 62 Charlie Tango.
Easy 730 Golf, when ready, descend flight level 150, level by Kidley, continue on Unicom, 122.8, take care.
Roger, when ready, descend flight level 150, level by Kidley, Unicom 122.8, take care, buddy. Easy 730 Golf.
For someone who flies the Airbus, whenever I get in the Boeing, there's a couple of little tricks I have to try and remember.
You should be going down, down,
oh dear.
flight level 80.
ATC. Completely lost my train of thought now.
Push it the other way.
And push it the other way. What ATC guidance?
6924 request.
It's 6924, send at your discretion, nothing to expect, continue on your 128, okay.
Lovely, attitude, call 122, that's plate, many thanks, bye bye, 6924.
Push your stick the other way. Highlight of the evening.
London Control requesting flight level 370 for Easy 457.
457, that's approved.
Yeah, so I think isn't something like Boeing flaps 15 is flaps 1, 25 is flaps 2, 35 is flaps 3, and is there a 40 which is big flaps 4?
P001 contact Manchester on 118575.
Contact Manchester on 118.5.
And their speeds that they slow to as well are different to Airbus. So Airbus is even numbers normally, so 220, 200, 180, 160. And the Boeing, it's 190, 170, 150, so little tricks
there. And then when you get to Tango November Tango, free call Manchester on 118575.
Christopher Boeing just seems to be awkward for the sake of it. But they came before Airbus, didn't they? Airbus just took their ideas and thought, God, that's complicated. Let's not do that.
See ya. Spirit 3 November Alpha, unfortunately, not be able to get you in tonight, so you're going to be on your top.
Lewis Aviation, good evening to you. He's passed his driving test today and run over 0 minors. Fantastic.
Roger, we've our way through that, and Unicom, have a good evening. Spirit 3 November Alpha.
Cheers, buddy. Easy 62 Charlie Tango when ready. File 150 level by Finma. Continue on Unicom 1228.
Ready, send 150 level Finma and 122 just make
Andrew, is it typical for VATSIM being so busy? Well, Wednesday night has always been a kind of busy night.
Level and speed to Manchester radar 118.575.
So Wednesday nights, if you're new, don't fly in big cities.
Sorry, Lufthansa 1 Romeo Victor, reporting speed and the altitude to Manchester radar on 118.575. Good night, Gary.
Dankeschön, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Christopher says you think more and more people are trying VATSIM month on month. Well, I hope that is the case, Christopher, because it really adds to the immersion. What we need now is more controls, but it's so hard to get onto the schemes for learning ATC and the controller positions. One and a half hours waiting to push. No.
59 X-ray Romeo went ready to flight level 110. And you can free when you get down to 110 contact and just on 18575.
Descending now flight level 110 and then we'll head over to Manchester 118575. Easy 59 X-ray Romeo, thanks for the service.
Take it, mate.
Right, down we go. Through sidle descent. And 170 magenta. Let's change
was that my call sign? Sorry, easy 457.
Open descent.
Yes, so
110 blue.
Okay, monitoring Unicom, easy 457. Good night.
Thank you. All station level control stand closing on the body off on this frequency monitor Unicom 122 display. Good. Cheers, bye-bye.
Free drinks are still available from the cab crew until the sequence next on to the door. Please note, however, that the toilets will shortly go out of use. Thank you.
William, that is fair shout. During COVID, there was an unprecedented flurry of people joining the waiting list. This left a ridiculous imbalance of trading controls. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. What else was there to do? J-Hug, you're going to sit in the garden with a dark fruit. Mate, you need a projection screen on the side of the garage. I'm sure my aunt won't mind. And speakers. Or at least Bluetooth headphones. Data, we're going to open descent because I don't want to respect constraints. We've been cleared down to file level 110. Straight in would have been so nice. We'll get to wave at Donny though. See if we can pick out my house again, as we did when we took off from Belfast the other day. That was really cool. I watched that back on the large TV upstairs, and to see the detail of Sheffield, both the football stadiums, Rotherham's football stadium as well. Bear in mind that was all default scenery, and you could see all of that, the old Sheffield airport. And when watching it back, I mentioned on stream that I couldn't see the local airfield, which was Netherthorpe. But when I looked back on stream, I actually did see it. It was there, so that was nice. Danny says you're pretty nervous for this landing and it doesn't happen too often. Why are you nervous, Danny? What's to be nervous about? I can imagine Nick being ATC. He's got an ATC voice. Straight down the line. Letting all the BA aircraft cut in the front. Hello, ground radar. Right, we're inbound goals.
Round 121.850.
Shock dealer, Sky 12850.
Easy 42 Delta, correction, Easy 42 Golf Delta, 34 to wait, surfacing 320 degrees, 4 knots, 23 right, clear for takeoff.
This guy sounds busy.
We haven't lined up yet. Are we okay to line up after the landing?
What?
Disregard the takeoff clearance, apologies.
Oh, that could have been disastrous. Manchester approach, good evening, Easy 59 X-ray Romeo, passing flight level 260 for flight level 110, inbound goals.
Roger, stand by.
Place your bets now whether we're going to be entered into a holding pattern.
Easy 59 X-ray Romeo, Manchester radar, hello, vectoring for LS approach, runway 23 right, descend flight level 100.
Expect vectors runway 23 right, descend flight level 100, Easy 59 X-ray Romeo.
Lufthansa 1 Romeo,
100 blue.
Turn right heading 150 degrees.
Right heading 150 degrees for 1 Romeo Victor.
Giant 8863, leave Dane heading 0, heading of 025.
Old dog, if you see them banking over the base of the Pennines near
42 Delta,
Tintwistle, that kind of area,
Delta, line
yeah,
up runway 23 right.
great to see.
Line up runway 23 right.
Fire 001, turn right onto Alpha, contact ground 121.850.
Contact Manchester ground.
Why are they still on? I mean, it makes no difference, the landing gear's down, but...
Giant 8863, descent flight level 70.
SM0, Giant
Sorry, the landing gear's up, so they're not on. They would come on when the landing gear came down.
Romeo, fly heading to 70 degrees. To Golf Delta, surfacing 320 degrees, 4 knots, 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 23 right, 42 Golf Delta.
Right, can anyone
Santa 1
see...
Romeo Victor, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1024.
Anyone see Doncaster Airport anywhere?
Descending 4,000 feet, QNH 1024. Lufthansa
10
1
miles
Romeo
ahead of
Victor.
us. Ah, there it is. God, that was difficult to see, wasn't it? Where's the runway lights? It's got taxi lights. Ulf Dog, I know exactly where Stockport is, yes. This is, I'm on home turf.
Giant 8863, turn right heading 0, question, turn right heading 350 degrees.
Hey Thomas, we're not using normal descent because we've been cleared down to flight level 100 straight away, so I don't want to level off at goals.
Speed 220 knots.
Because there is a constraint there, but we're just disregarding that. I could have just cleared the constraint out and left it in descent mode, but... Potato, potato. If we are going to get a direct in though, I think we need to get down a bit quicker. It's starting to get a bit hazy, isn't it, looking at that? Right, so we're about 3 miles from goals. Ooh, now look at this.
To Golf Delta. Roger, climb now, flight level 190.
That's very expected to reach 10,000 feet. That's right on the border. If we can get in soon. I can't hear too many actually coming in. So.
Stanza 1 Romeo Victor, turn right heading 190 degrees. Once established on the localizer 23 right, descend on the glide path.
Right heading 190 degrees, turn to unestablished on the localizer.
Okay, landing checklist. So arrival brief is confirmed. Seatbelt signs are on. Minimums are 449. Engine mode selection is normally FB stowed.
8863, descend flight level 60.
Flight level 60, Giant 8863.
Ah, JJ, but is Doncaster Airport not making enough money because the holders don't want it to? There's the conspiracy.
Easy 890 X-ray Romeo, descent flight level 70.
Descent flight level 70, easy 59 extra Romeo.
84 to Golf Delta, Alpha ATC, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye.
122.8, Golf Delta.
Oh, dog, will I get vector straight to the runway? Well, it's kind of what I'm banking on, which is why I've got us down earlier than normal. Technically, we're quite under the profile, but in fact, that is a good point. We've not been given a heading yet. Once we've done that, then we'll clear out the flight plan.
Stanza 1 Romeo Victor, speed 180 knots or greater until 60 MA.
Thomas, it's Cat 1, mate.
180
not a hint of Cat 2 or 3 conditions.
1 Romeo Victor.
too dark for me to see where I live. That could be Barnsley, actually. Maybe.
Giant 8863, turn right heading 360 degrees, descend to altitude 3,500 feet.
Make it right 360 down to 3,500 feet, Giant 8863 heavy.
Ooh, I've just heard some wind drag. I don't know if you guys heard that when I turned the landing lights on. I've not heard that before. Yeah, we're not going to get straight in. We'll get vector perhaps around the pole. Lambo, no event really. No, just lots of traffic around tonight. There's always an event on a Wednesday night in Munich, which is where we departed.
Giant 8863, turn left heading 260 degrees, clear ILS 23 right.
Thrust idle.
Clear left 260, clear ILS 23 right, Giant 8863 heavy.
Standard 1 Romeo Victor, no ATC speed restrictions.
No speed, 1 Romeo Victor.
Easy59 X-ray Romeo, descent flight level 60.
Descent flight level 60, Easy 59 X-ray Romeo. 060 blue.
Lufthansa 1 Romeo Victor, surface wind 320 degrees 4 knots, 23 right, clear to land.
23 right, clear to land, Lufthansa 1 Romeo Victor.
India November is identified, 25 miles out.
Easy 59 X-ray Romeo, turn left heading 150 degrees.
Left heading 150 for Easy 59 X-ray Romeo.
Easy59 X-ray Romeo, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1024.
Descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1024, Easy 59 X-ray Romeo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your
Heading
tray table must
4,000
be stowed,
blue.
armrest down, and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing.
Glide slope there looks
Please
good.
help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
Okay. Activate the approach phase.
Easy 59 X-ray Romeo, turn right heading 190 degrees.
Right heading 190 for Easy 59 X-ray Romeo. There's the airport. It's going to be a short final. Flaps 1, speeds checked, flaps 1. And Easy 59 X-ray Romeo, any speed restrictions?
Negative.
Roger, Easy 59 X-ray Romeo.
Giant 8863, surface wind 320 degrees 4 knots, 23 right, clear to land.
Cockpit clear land, runway 23 right, China 8863 heavy.
Easy 59 X-ray Romeo, descend to altitude 3000 feet, clear ILS 23 right.
Descend altitude 3000, clear ILS 23 right, Easy 59 X-ray Romeo. 3000 blue, that's
Thunder
low.
1 Romeo Victor, welcome to
okay.
Manchester, taxi towards Alpha 4, contact ground 121850.
Taxi Alpha 4 and to ground
Glide slow, block blue, Cat 3 dual,
from
autopilot 1 and 2.
Thunder 1 Romeo Victor, thank you.
Lock star, glide slope star. Missed approach altitude 3,500 feet set. Got ground on the standby. Might need to get the gear out just to lose a bit more speed. Give it another mile. See what that trend's like. I'm not concerned. We've got no wind, so just let the aircraft stabilise itself a little bit. We've got our flaps 2 out by 2,000 feet though, that's the stable gate. Oh, Lambo, we'll speak to you shortly. There we go. And flaps 2, speeds checked. Flaps 2. There's the drag. Airspeed will start to bleed off.
Train 8863, heavy vacating by Alpha Echo.
Right, 6 miles, gear down.
85 X Romeo, surface wind 330 degrees 3 knots, runway 23 right, clear to land.
Good land, runway 23 right, Easy 59 X-ray Romeo.
Giant 8863, welcome to Manchester, turn right onto Alpha, contact ground 121.850.
Alright, I'm Alpha and 12185, thanks for the great service and
we have to ding the cabin here, don't we, FlyByWire?
Thank you, good night.
Nice and easy. And there we go, flaps full. Landing checklist. Cabin is secured, auto thrust speed, go around altitude 3,500 feet, set, and landing memo ECAM shows no blue.
1,000.
1,000 feet. Autopilot's off, 5 control. very, very light wind
500.
tonight. 500 feet, approach is stable. See if we can slam this in.
300. 200. Minimum.
Continue.
100.
Well, sorry, hello, Virgin 876 Papa, William Kilo.
30. 20.
Virgin 876 Papa Manchester radar, good evening. Line up runway 23 right.
Line up 23 right, Virgin 876 Papa.
Spoils deployed, reverse green. Decel. I think that hump came up to meet us there, didn't it? I normally cheat and go for the far side of the hump.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving.
FlyByWire Romeo, welcome to Manchester. Turn right onto Bravo. Contact ground 121.850.
Switched off.
Right, and Bravo over to
Portable
now
electronic
185. Thanks
devices
for the service,
messaging,
Easy 5
calls or
extra.
internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the...
Virgin 876 Papa, surface wind 330 degrees 3 knots, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 23 right, Virgin 876 Papa.
On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew
Right,
will
let's
help
get
you
those
complete
off.
your
And
Easyjet journey.
those.
For the latest news, promotions,
Start
flight
that.
and
Get
destination
those off as
information,
well.
check out our official Facebook page, Twitter, or Easyjet app.
Ground Easy 59X Romeo with you on Bravo.
Easy 59X Romeo, Manchester ground, good evening. Taxi Bravo 3 via Bravo.
Taxi Bravo 3 via Bravo, Easy 59X Romeo.
Easy 59X Romeo, you can taxi to stand 1 via Bravo and Juliet, okay?
Stand 1 via Bravo and then Juliet Echo for Easy 59X Romeo. Now, interestingly enough, and I do say this, I know everyone likes to see the smoothest landings possible, but what did the... I don't get to see that, I don't get to see what you guys see with the landing rate. So what was the landing rate monitor on that one? So I do have a slight theory, which I'll share with you in a minute. 688, really? Wow. Okay, let me just show you something. 1 minute. If I've got the stream set up right, you can now see this.
Manchester ground Easy.
Now, a lot of landings now with FS Realistic installed look a lot worse than they actually are. So I don't know if you guys have found that.
X1 Takeoff in November Charlie 1. X1 Tango Alpha taxi.
But I certainly have.
UC Papa 3 via Echo Delta and Papa.
Via Echo Delta and Papa, so hold Papa 3 at 492 Tango Alpha.
Easy 38, that's Tango, contact Manchester radar on our frequency, Bombing 8.575, okay?
118.575, Easy 38, Delta Tango, bye bye.
Get rid of that now.
Channel 59 Tango Alpha, continue taxi now.
It definitely wasn't a buttered landing.
Continue taxi via Papa Kilo and Juliet to Juliet 1.
It wasn't as disastrous as it first appears to. I love this Manchester Airport scenery. The wing lights are usually used at night for checking for ice build-up on the wings. Thomas, it was safe. It was in the touchdown zone, it was on the centre line, it was within limits. Nothing printed out down here, so we're good. We're happy.
Just start 27 ready for IFR clear to Gatwick.
Oh, didn't want to stop just there. Let's keep going.
Just start 27 Manchester ground, good evening. Are you able to fly level 19 this area to Gatwick?
Just start 27, flight level 1, what was the flight level again?
190.
Flight level 19 this area.
Just start 27, we are able to do 190 to Gatwick.
Roger, just T7 standby, number 1 for clearance, road break. Tronic 49 Tango Alpha, contact Manchester radar now, frequency 118.575, bye.
Let's
contact Manchester radar.
come off ground, frequency, there we are, they've done a good job. We've got ATC most of the way through tonight, which was really lovely. Really busy, of course, on the ground at Hamburg, but there we go. External power is available. Yeah, we'll not connect that up just yet. Let's shut the engines down. Seatbelt signs off, beacon light off, fuel pumps off. Now we can get the power on. Who's opened that? Don't do that. Beautiful. Alright, I think we're done. We'll get these off, don't need those on. And all of those are off. Transponder set standby, squawking 2000. We'll open the flight deck door, apologise for the poor landing. Job done. And yeah, welcome to Manchester, everybody. Glad we made it here finally after what was a long flight, wasn't it? Well, it wasn't a long flight. It was a what seemed like a long stream thanks to the time. We spent half an hour on the ground after pushback. So let's just bring these in as well so they can do their thing. There they are. They should be knocking about somewhere. Wonderful. Well, guys, thank you so much. It's been a while as well since we flew the fly-by-wire. I need to try and remember how to land it. Oh, turn that off. Fry the ground staff. In fact, that's a lie. You won't fry the ground staff because, well, that's just a database. It's not an actual radar, so we're okay. So many ATC handoffs around Munich. That is indeed true. Hard to keep track of those, indeed. Right, thanks so much, guys, for those of you who have flown along with us as well. Hope you have enjoyed that. A huge thank you to those of you who have donated and contributed to the channel's upkeep during our flight this evening. Really do appreciate that, and to our new channel members as well. Gaming Like, thank you for subscribing a couple of moments ago. Hope you've all had a great few days whilst I've been away. Hopefully we'll get a few more streams in as well over the next few days as well to make up for the absences. However, it's going to be quite warm again over the next few days, isn't it? So whether I can bring myself to lock myself into the office when it's absolutely toasty and fire up the GPU heater, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully you're all having a great week, and I will see you next time round. Good night, everyone. Bye bye.